It's in total, the houses cost €4,000. That includes accommodation. That's half the price of the accommodation.
That's not expensive.
The
at all.
food we ate will have cost around about €1,200 for 6 days, which is €200 per day divided by 12 people, it's less than €20 per day.
Yeah,
Right?
around that, yeah.
That's the price of a hamburger in the Radisson. So we do pretty good on that. Flights are flights. The only excessive thing I guess we had was renting 2 cars, which was cheaper than anything else. Because the cars are pretty good value. And I guess the taxi for the guys from Galway was €200. But that saved me driving 3.5 hours after driving 4.5 hours. And that was actually sensible. They probably wouldn't have made it if I driven that way. So
Man, but 10,000, that's like.
it's very little to get 12 people away for a week.
Yeah.
Right.
And the food isn't excessive, right?
Yeah.
How much?
We're not calling caterers. We're all cooking.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a remarkably efficient way to run an event.
Absolutely.
And something should do
Everyone
more and
cooks.
more. And if I could have afforded a castle, I would have rented a castle, but it was €6,000.
Wow.
Next time. If people pay for their own flights, I can get a castle next time. An actual castle.
How much is renting a car
Mine is about 200-300.
for, is it like, I don't know, how you calculate, how do they calculate?
Full in, and then you return the car full.
Yeah, it's I think 150 or so is the car itself, and then there is 100 or something more. Or 100 is the car, and 150 is the insurance. Yeah.
Okay.
You want the
And
insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
so the longer you rent the car, the more you
You
pay?
pay
Yeah,
per day,
yeah.
You pay by day,
Uh-huh.
okay.
How much is it per day?
No, I don't know. It was, the entire car was about 100 or 120 euros without
For the week?
Yeah, for the week.
Very cheap. Very cheap.
Yeah, that's
They
just
make
like
their money
taxi
in two
money.
ways, right?
Without, of course, without the insurance. But
Yeah.
They make the money by the insurance, which you want to pay for, or else, if you didn't take the insurance
No.
and you damage
No,
anything,
no, no. You have to
No.
pay.
you will pay for a new, they will just replace that part of the car.
But
so
what if
the
you
door or
have
something.
insurance already, you don't have to
No,
pay it?
no,
We
no.
don't have.
Huh?
You can buy insurance that actually covers multiple car rentals, but it's just safer to go with a company, because I remember about 3 years ago I rented a van, and I was driving some stuff to and from the college, and in driving into my driveway, because the van was a bit bigger than my car, I got it stuck between the wall and
oh,
so I managed to scrape 3 different of the side panels, the door, the front panel, and the side door.
Oh,
Right, and I actually got the car stuck in it, driving it. And then the next day, I got it stuck again in the muck at the side of the cottage, and I had to get a tow truck to take me out. And in taking me out, he severed one of the brake cables. So I drove the van back into whatever Hertz. The side of the van damaged, brake cable falling out, flashing warning signs every time I turned it on.
okay.
And the guy said, "I see you got full insurance there," and I was like, "Yes, I do." "Thank you." Off you go. And he said, "If you didn't have full insurance, the doors alone would have cost €3,500."
but doesn't like Revolut pay for your car insurance abroad or something like that? You have Revolut, so,
I will always
It's
do my own.
complicated.
okay, so you always buy extra insurance at the
It's
rental?
always going to be.
With the rental company, because
Depends how
otherwise
much hassle
you have to coordinate between all these different companies that don't want to talk to each other.
Okay.
Yes. It's similar to health insurances, like in Europe. You have this European agreement, S2 form. Basically, it's one of the, I would say, such things are one of the biggest benefits of having the European Union, because otherwise, why having it? So basically, that you can go for medical treatments across the board, if it cannot be offered in reasonable time in your home country. So, for example, Klaus wants some fancy, I don't know, nose surgery.
Be careful.
I don't know, that wouldn't be covered, but something really essential would, like.
Yeah. So if I broke my leg, for example.
Here.
I mean, that's a different story. That's like emergency, but I'm saying kind of really
Okay.
planned.
Implants.
As we
Shoulder
say,
surgery.
as we say in the Netherlands, planbare zorg.
Like cosmetic procedure.
That's
No,
not
blind
covered, that's not
healthcare,
fully
no,
covered.
really
No.
like,
Procedure done by choice. So you can essentially.
No.
Yeah, so shoulder surgery.
Okay.
So it is not an immediate threat
Oh,
to your
but
life.
it's essential. So
But
So
essential
like the term
surgery is
for it
not
in English.
cosmetic.
That
Plumber
we
is
should
okay.
Huh?
Plumber
You
is
should know
not,
the term for it in English.
healthcare
I'm
that
still
can be
out,
planned,
so-
we call it. Like healthcare that can be planned, and that excludes cosmetic treatments and such stuff. You know. So basically, essential stuff that can be planned, that doesn't have to happen this second. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, there's European agreement how you should do it. But there is but. I mean, as Lucas says, lots of insurances involved. Say you go to Ireland, probably there is plenty of insurances here. And then somehow insurance from your home country, from Austria, has to talk to the guys in Ireland, and then you have even
And you have to
basic
cooperate.
stuff. Maybe they say Frau Hilbert doesn't speak English. Really happens. But all sorts of things happen to people, you know, like, and then so Frau Hildegard at some point has to talk to Irish guys. But maybe Frau Hildegard kind of feels a bit offended. Why should I kind of call them? Let them call me, you know, like, and it boils down to really.
Yeah.
So anyway, when it comes to insurances, like car insurances, some people prefer to. I paid. I don't have any hassle.
How much is your time worth?
Yes.
So what's the point of having Revolut make all of it?
Free lounge in airports?
That's it.
Didn't they stop that?
No? No?
Yeah, I think they
Oh, I read Ultimate,
reduced
sorry,
the
Ultimate,
services a
Ultimate.
lot.
Ultimate
Oh.
has free lounge, free Financial Times, 3 free WeWorks a month, free gym pass.
I thought WeWork was. WeWork still around?
There are still WeWork prices around.
Oh.
Free Tinder.
Yeah, you need that.
I do not need that. There are, they have I guess they've got a persona calculated of the Revolut Ultra user, which is must travel a lot, must use Tinder, must read the Financial Times, and needs a gym.
And these are you.
No. I would never use Tinder. I would use Bumble. That's the same.
So what's the difference? Oh, so on Bumble women message you first.
I don't know, I've never used Bumble.
I was
Just
going to
exists.
say, you don't read the Financial Times.
Wait a second. How did
No,
we
you
switch
went
from
for the high
Car insurance to
Yeah.
dating.
No, that's actually
I'm
much
starting to make a connect. Wait a second. So we went car insurance, health insurance, car insurance,
To-
lounges,
to-
to
no.
dating sites.
To reward.
Yeah.
Reward.
Yeah.
It's always reward of some sort.
But actually, if you do travel, Revolut Ultra is actually really worthwhile. Every lounge access is going to cost you €30. Right? I do 2 of those a month, and you pay for more than your Revolut Ultra.
You also just travel too much.
So what is Revolut?
It's like
Like a
digital bank.
bank.
And if you talk more about them, maybe they're going to sponsor the next event.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Give us all fully loaded Revolut cards.
Probably not.
Man, this is very well sorted.
Oh yeah.
Waiting.
What?
It's
The
unslow.
The bacon.
The bacon. Ah.
Something has lots of salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm afraid those sausages will not make it to tomorrow.
No, but there's half of the
Yeah,
people
exactly.
who
They will
still
come
need
and,
to be fed.
No, I mean the sausages that aren't yet cooked.
Oh.
I think that 4 days is as much as I can get out of
What
fresh
do you
sausage.
How many?
We have
Put them into the
another
freezer.
25.
Put them into the freezer.
I'm not going to use them anyway. I don't eat that much sausage.
They're really good
Just
sausage.
a sec,
You can cook them.
what kind of dinner do we have tonight?
Yeah.
You don't.
Lucas.
Ali, you'll bring sausages home, right?
No.
What's the dinner tonight?
Zürcher geschnetzeltes mit Rösti.
Ooh.
So
Let's see how many of the ingredients have been eaten already.
Let's see how many of the ingredients are.
You should actually
still
check
around.
so in case we need to go and get something, we can go and get something.
Yes.
You are cooking a lot, actually.
Yes, I'm also running around a lot.
Yeah.
So it has the most interesting camera footage.
Probably
What's,
not,
what's
because
the
half
lunch?
of it is off camera, because
yeah.
Do we know
behind
what's
the
for
scenes
lunch?
stuff.
What's for lunch? Oh yeah,
Chicken curry.
chicken curry made by the guys that haven't yet turned up.
Okay. We can actually.
Maybe me.
Oh, you're making it?
God.
Again,
Who are you thinking of?
again, she's also cooking a lot.
Yes. We let those who can cook, and those who cannot cook do not allow to eat. Or not allowed to eat.
And that's what I don't think that's how that works.
What's with Piotr?
Yeah,
Not
he's
dark.
not feeling good.
You had one too many pints last night.
No.
Saluta.
No, not the pints.
He had 2 points.
But he
Yeah.
cooked the food, so we should be okay.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe some infection, stomach infection.
Oh, here it's not a place to get sick.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure they're going to airlift you out.
We're 90 minutes from Galway University
You can
Hospital.
maybe drink tap water.
I don't know.
No, tap water here should actually be okay. I just don't take a risk.
So when you cook here, you use also tap water, right?
Yes, the tap water is going to be fine.
It-
Only
it's
certain parts of
drinkable,
Ireland
it doesn't
have
taste nice.
boil notices sometimes, depending on agriculture.
So yesterday he for sure
I don't know where the water here comes from.
just vegetarian. I don't know
It
what
could be
fish
from a well or
we
it could
get
be
if
from
nobody else has issue.
He's vegetarian?
No, but the
He
dish
made
he cooked
vegetarian.
was vegetarian. There was
Ah.
nothing pretty much.
I've got
Yeah,
to check those
everyone
streets.
ate the
I
same
can't
thing.
go and check stuff on
I
my
don't know.
phone because now I've got to go and check. 'Cause
Maybe
my,
we are
my,
just
eggs,
delaying.
my exodus balance is on the thing. There's going to be 2 seconds I'm going to take out.
Let's see.
The food from the airplane.
Maybe there is no
2 seconds. You're going to take
I'm going
it.
to take it. Just give me,
Sure.
give me the command. And I'll
Uh-huh.
get 2 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Get what?
I accidentally took out my phone and showed my exodus wallet balance. Exodus wallet.
Exodus. Oh, this is very bad.
Yes. I had my computer password and my exodus wallet password about somehow in the data set.
Mhm.
So you left the phone in the room. For first day I wouldn't.
I know, that's what I did too, and it was fine. Second day I didn't.
So when you leave it at home.
You're right.
Yes, why do you even have that?
I don't know, because I like to
He
record.
gave me a lesson. You should leave it at the room.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, leave it at the room.
Yes,
Now he has 2.
because I'm still kind of at work. That's the problem. I'm getting phone
No,
calls.
we're,
from work.
we're all at work. This
Yes.
is work.
Literally, yeah, every once in a while I go there, I finish whatever.
That's a wiser thing to do.
Yeah. I'm just going to pay for this next week.
I'm in Vietnam.
With all the stuff piling up now that I'm not getting through.
Are we going to have to start the workshop late?
Well,
Probably.
that is
Yay!
Oh,
It's cold.
it's done.
what is done.
Yes. There's still some
Yeah.
breakfast here.
There's a lot of breakfast to be had.
Man, you were
Cycle.
guys, you were putting salt in these things like tomorrow never exists. These things,
Nobody puts salt in anything except the eggs.
Bacon is, contains a lot of salt already.
yeah. Oh, so
And
there
it's-
is salt in egg.
And
Yes,
also in the
there is
butter.
salt in the egg.
There's also
And the
salt in the
sausages are
butter.
probably pretty salty too.
Everything else was not salted by anyone here.
But in the butter there is also salt.
Oh, should yeah.
Yeah.
Is it salted? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
At least the bar closes early tonight, right? And you can't be out late on Friday because you've got a particularly early
So
start.
if
Oh,
we
wow, is that-
actually
Yeah, you want to
get to do this again, in a slightly larger scale, at an actual castle,
Yes.
get a castle that has a bar.
Because then-
Yes, because then people don't need to leave
Yes.
to get to the bar.
Okay, that's good. Then I can learn how to make cocktails.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
What cocktail?
We made a decision. We're gonna run Castle 2 in a castle, and the castle must have a bar.
Yeah. Pina colada.
And we can actually schedule
Whiskey
people
sour.
on different days to be brought in.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we can actually film entire day.
We can. Yeah, and get large SD cards.
And yes, and whoever draws the shortest straw is going to be butler for the day.
Klaus is gonna show
Oh.
us videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very pity that we are missing that part of the day.
We never got to watch the movies.
No,
Oh, you don't
Cover and
wanna
stuff
watch
like that.
these movies.
we can still watch the movie. What I mean, watching movies is not really interesting if you're
Has
Can we
everybody
watch,
done every activity?
No.
Can we watch accident funny videos from TikTok?
No.
No.
They are not
Excellent funny
copyrighted.
I'm not sure if they have copyright.
Yes, they do.
What
That's how
kind of-
copyright works.
So far we've,
Why do we have to be so serious? Let's invent
have to be
some
serious.
nonsense.
because the data set eventually when it gets released is actually out of our control.
No.
That's the scary part.
Yes. Everything we say.
Can will be used against.
In a
Hey,
future
don't you
conference.
find it, just honestly,
It's like,
hey,
hey,
can I say something?
are you boss? I see in the video, your name is Boss, right?
And you're curly.
I'm Curly. Hey, look, it's Boss and Curly over there.
Bonnie and Clyde, cheap version. So, don't you find it weird? Kind of, I was born in socialism, you know, and the entire West was joking always about socialism. Oh my God, these people suck, you know, like, there is no freedom of speech, you know, like, you really have to take care of what you are saying, where you are saying, because everything can and will be used eventually against you, you know, like, so that was the logic, and the West was really promoting that idea. Oh, these guys, it really sucks because they cannot say what they want. And it was true. You had any of these countries had their own services that, you know, KGBs of this world, Shazis of this world, UDBs in Yugoslavia, and they were really kind of maintaining that, I would say, state. It was not as bad as it was presented in the West, naturally, you know, like especially after the 60s, 70s. But it was the image, you know, like this kind of surveillance society is happening. So now come to the West. Honestly, we also feel like we are having another discussion about regular stuff that we do, that we say nobody's doing something offensive, as in, I have no idea, planning the criminal deeds or whatever. No, but seriously,
No, we do that all
we are
the time.
seriously concerned. We are seriously concerned about what we say.
Yes, we are.
It's insane, isn't it?
No, because it's because
how
we are
is that different?
because
We
we're
have a
making a
variable
choice.
delict. We have a variable delict. So one of the things that philosophers of the West really saw as a major difference between West and East was variable delict. You can suffer consequences for non-criminal speech. What? We are talking here
I mean,
about consequences for
already the
non-criminal.
concept of criminal speech is a
True.
a problematic one, right? There's very
not
few
talking
things
about
you should
criminal
not be
speech.
able to say in general.
We are not talking about criminal speech.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm excluding that. Nobody's planning terrorist attacks. Nobody's planning, I have no idea what, you know. We're just like talking about regular kind of people having fun, you know, like, and all of a sudden, non-criminal speech can get you in lots of trouble. Where did we end up? What kind of society is this? This is,
Because we've made a choice to put ourselves in a
welcome
non-standard
to Russia, 1947. Konrad Stalin is cancelling people.
Until
Not with
such
hashtags, cancelling with the Makarov.
Until such time as it becomes a common activity to wear cameras all the time that feeds into a central reserve or archive somewhere that somebody looks at, we're putting ourselves out of the ordinary. Right?
Yeah,
To do something in an environment where if you say something you probably will get cancelled, and we probably said plenty, that the vegans will be after us, the vegetarians will be after us, the people who know how to cook proper Irish breakfast will be after us.
I'm looking at that thing, this is like really atrocity, probably even a criminal speech to describe.
We're putting ourselves in a situation that is not normal. Normally when you close the door of your house, nobody can see inside.
Oh no, I'm not saying about
Well, I think
this
it's
one.
good. We have to do it. Right?
No, Kachal, I'm not
That's not the
saying,
point.
I'm not saying about this one. I'm not saying about this one.
Oh, in
I'm
general.
saying in general. Like, basically I noticed people, we start normal discussion about normal societal issues, be it, I don't know, geopolitics or climate change. Somebody says something, as soon as it's opposing view of any sort. Ah, guys, how was the weather yesterday? We changed the topic. You know, like, there are really taboo topics you don't want to discuss with colleagues anymore. That's like, what is going on here?
It's true.
Well, there's the general assumption that you have the right not to be offended, which is nonsense. But there's increasingly many and increasingly loud people who are defending the right not to be offended.
Yeah.
So, for example, in the US, they have the freedom of speech, right?
No, that goes very often in the line of criminal speech. So
Well,
Stormfront,
this is-
if you
this
say a
is-
Nazi website is allowed there in Florida, for example.
I mean, we have freedom of expression, which is, for all practical purposes, the same thing. The freedom of speech thing they have in the US is a bit more narrowly defined and a bit more short-sighted. But essentially, this is this is a legal construct, not a societal construct, right?
Right, that's true.
The mob can still come after you.
Yeah, and the media.
If they don't like it. Yes, the people with influence can still come after you and tell everybody what a horrible person you are for something you allegedly said. And we make this, we just accept this, right? This has been done so often and so casually that this is just commonplace these days. And you just accept that, oh yeah, somebody said something horrible. Somebody posted something horrible on Twitter, right? And then if you were actually to go and check, then you would see that in most cases it was taken out of context, or they didn't actually say this, or it was meant as sarcastically or something, right? It usually wasn't the thing that people then claim happened, but something less interesting. But if it were less interesting, then people wouldn't be interested, right? And this is a consequence of the attention economy. That you need outrage sells. So the more outrage you can generate,
It's all about virtue signaling, you know. Like, I mean, people exaggerate that it was really so bad in socialism. I think Yugoslavia was, having flaws, but it was functioning state. You know what I mean? And one thing that I've only found funny there is that literally those aspects that people saw as extremely bad, we accept as totally normal in the West. Like, what's going on now, you know? How did it turn the circle, you know? That outrage by, you know, like, what the hell is this? I have a feeling when I just came to the Netherlands in 2007, it was not like that. I think it was much more relaxed. I don't know about Thailand.
We're going the same way. We don't have the vegan thing that you have.
How did you go vegan now? How is it?
Vegan packet.
There has been a lot of trouble when I've been the expense claim for the food. But we don't have the same.
Oh yeah,
Haven't
yeah.
moved to the same level.
MMM.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like one of the things. Somehow now you get choice made for you. That's it. This is the only. Yeah.
It's like when I was growing up, children were fed something called gripe water to sleep, water mixed with alcohol. My kids slept really well, but it's banned now.
well, I mean,
It's the extreme example.
people used to do things in the past that
We're totally reasonable in the past. I had 5 pints and I drove home. It's okay, sir. I only had 5 pints, not 6. Five and drive.
Just because it was common does not mean that it. I mean,
It's okay. I've had 5 and drive.
There is this term, they call it presentism. We are judging people and habits of the past with the social norms of today.
yes, no, absolutely. But this is a
Apparently it was normal.
I'm not making a moral judgment against this, right? But objectively speaking, it might not be the smartest idea.
To record this video.
You don't
And
have
then
to
in
be
20 years' time, people look at it going, look what they were saying 20 years ago. That's
Yeah,
totally
I mean that's
unacceptable.
the
5 and drive.
Yeah, there will. But that's the difference, right? You can.
I don't know if it was really official. I just know that it's something that I know. It's okay. Good coffee.
There's going to be more cookies, but different ones.
No, I don't need cookies.
You haven't had the other ones yet. No, but this is exactly the point, right? You can look back and say, oh, they didn't know better, right? Or
I want these cookies.
there's just different mindset, different zeitgeist. But as long as you're not making moral judgments
Hey, let's put more
about
coffee.
things that are not
Look at this guy. He just snacked the last
causing widespread harm.
Yes.
Oh, there's more.
Sorry.
Guys,
I mean,
there
there are obviously
you
some
want coffee?
things that should be judged on a moral level, right? You say, well, yeah, but slavery was okay back then. No, it was still not okay.
Oh,
right?
Werner has
But
a teleconference.
feeding
Yes.
Conference call.
kids things to drink is developmentally speaking not necessarily the smartest thing. probably not that many people had serious damage, but then again, I don't
look
have
at us
any
now.
data on it. Yeah, exactly. I don't have any data on this, right? But I hope that there are people that have data on this, and then as long
Well,
as
it's been bad.
we're taking decisions based on data, and make them as objective and as well reasoned as we can, I don't see any problem with this. I see a problem with this if we make decisions not based on data but based on ideology.
That's what they're paying, yeah, sure, true. Okay, so who has?
So that was
for breakfast?
politics for today.
Politics for today. Who hasn't turned up for breakfast? Bjorn is sick. Werner was here, but he disappeared again. He was here.
Online?
Onlong hasn't turned up.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is Florian.
Neither has Florian.
Who will turn up in 5 minutes time. I think breakfast is over.
So, where is the...
What about Albiva?
They came, kept, and left. We had breakfast at 8:15. No.
You told me yesterday that you would call the price, call it to, 9.
It was 9:15,
No,
sorry.
we call it to 10.
Yeah, we brought it forward by an hour. Last night about 11:30.
I moved the Kaho data to yesterday for the.
Yes, that's great, because there was one SD card that was not processed and I just
Is that
put it in
right?
this morning.
Yeah, because you forgot to give us the.
No, it was there, it was on the table.
I gave you the SD card on that table, over
One
there.
is on the day of 5, not 4.
Yeah, that's why I moved it
Mhm.
yesterday for me.
Let's not
That's good.
lose anybody's data,
Yeah.
or else we have to do it all over again. And boss is gonna pay.
We have to pay like 15 for the each for
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, I think it should
And I
rest
saw
after
you,
breakfast.
there was things copying. Okay,
Almost.
so we'll have to see how far it
The
gets.
copy to the XPD about halfway, 500 more files.
Ugh,
One more
Yeah.
day, I think so.
this is gonna, yeah.
So don't buy the cheapest external hard drives, is what we've learned, right?
It's very
This generally is good advice, especially if you rely on that stuff.
So next time we ask for a Castle 2, we have to add in some equipment requirement.
Yeah, I mean, we did this on the budget, right?
Yeah,
So
with
it's-
extreme
it's-
budget.
Yeah. Scraping together things, and so far so good. But if you had to buy all the things
We
that
would do
we
it
were
with-
using just for that, you would have needed
25,000.
no, that would not have been enough.
Okay, oh, the storage array, yes.
The storage array alone,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably 25,000 for equipment budget, just to get everything
We're probably,
done
on
properly.
my side, we're probably 10,000 of equipment budget. Maybe
Yeah,
my
but-
truck and stuff, 15,000.
Yes, but
And usually can be reused.
this was done with some things that are not ideally suited for the job.
No.
It will get the job done. But again, if we wanted to do this properly,
Build our own cameras.
well,
We could.
yes, but that's not accountable, right? If building our own cameras, and again, this leads into workshop for later. That would require bumping this up by an order of magnitude.
That's okay.
So this
If
is
it's-
more of
if
a,
it's-
if there's a European grant to be had or something.
An infrastructure for this kind of house is actually going to be quite useful.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many
No,
people want to do it. But the infrastructure.
South Dakota. Okay.
I don't know. It's not cheap. And it doesn't look that bad. You kind of got used to the cameras, right? Nobody really.
Again, you would design this presumably very differently, but yeah.
To be a bit unobtrusive, you know, like, because this one still kind of changes how it looks.
Not that much though.
Yeah, it
We
changes.
could all just be wearing a headband. It's actually not that bad. I don't even realise people are wearing the cameras anymore.
No, you
Yes.
can. I mean, it looks less out of place than I feared it would.
Yes. And it doesn't.
It's. I mean, you still see that people have things strapped to their head that are blinking all the time. But it's not. I mean, it's not grotesque. Right. So it's.
A little bit grotesque.
No, it's not. It's not grotesque. It is weird, but not. I mean, these devices specifically,
I know.
and this is probably due to GoPro's marketing department, have been normalized to such a degree that
Yeah, that's true.
specifically this view. Okay, people having this particular type of thing strapped to their head is not so uncommon that you would. Oh, what is this? Oh, look, there's a beardo with a GoPro, right?
So this one is, you can just pour it.
Yes, this is proper orange juice. This is the concentrate.
So what happens? Because if you go on YouTube, which we sometimes
I
do,
didn't even
and you
realize
got one of
there's
these
concentrate.
walking in Tokyo 3-hour videos,
I don't know about
that is literally going to be somebody wearing one of these.
Then
Astro
somebody
Maverick
asked me,
bags.
is this normal?
But you don't see everybody looking at them.
No, but yes, exactly. But I mean, these days you even have people with their sticks with their 360-degree cameras.
Yeah, I had somebody a few years ago who used
I
to
think it
ride a
could
bike
be-
with that.
You know what I think? Maybe, but that we're gonna see later from some anthropology people like that may take this, or some agent people.
Agent
humans are agent people. Many people working with the agents and so on. But like CDMI keynote, if you've seen it, it was a really good one actually. Yeah. So we are highly attuned as humans to analyze human face. That's why we are so good, you know, like in recognizing faces and emotions and everything. And you know, most people that have hair do something with their hair. You do something with your curls every morning. Maybe curly boss, but curly boss also has hairstyle. And Klaus also, you know, like we cut hair and everything. So now you got, meaning I don't have any hair, yeah, like pretty much buzz cut. But in general, people have hairstyles that they kind of care about. So we kind of remove that portion totally.
Yes.
And now for, I don't know how much influence it has, and this is for something else. Normally, if you see this face recognition emotional as well, this part is never kind of taken into account, so probably we didn't include something of importance for that kind of analysis.
Well, a bit, right. There is quite some expressiveness in the forehead, right? You can do these sort of things.
Oh my God, do it again! This was like the April was dancing.
No, but
Find the moment when the boss was dancing.
When, in the tune of Lucas Eyebrows.
are you done?
Yes, I know.
I mean, there will not be a way to not have this intrusive in some form, right? We will not be able to make this completely invisible anytime soon because that level of technology is just not currently available. So the question is, what is the most effective way of actually getting what we would want?
I think some rod protruding behind the back.
With a camera over here,
Yes.
like that guy in the UK who can't see colour. He has a camera here and he hears or feels colour in his skull.
Interesting.
Yeah. Neil Harbison.
I think you can
Rod
make
is difficult because rod cannot really be attached to your head. You would need to wear it by the backpack-like device, and then you again have
This
the
guy
problem
did
that
attach
because
it.
it's-
Directly
something
to
on
the
the
skull.
shoulders, I think.
Yes,
He screwed into his skull.
that's probably not something we would want.
We don't want that.
The ethics
no.
committee might have a problem with it. But that's what he did. very science.
I foresee some practical issues with that approach.
I was in favor of these body cams. They're kind of much less obtrusive, but you said they're.
There's various issues with them. First of all, you have no
No,
idea
it's
where
not
I'm
as good.
actually, what
It's
I'm
not
actually
as
looking
good.
at. Second
This
of
is so
all,
much better.
this is not entirely your point of view, but
Close
it is
enough.
much closer to your point of view than this.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Ideally, we would have
Smart lenses. That would be good.
well
Eye tracking.
smart lenses as in contacts.
No, but
This-
this Google
Yeah,
Glass
this
is,
technology does not yet exist.
Yeah, but
So
that would be
720p video is all that could do. We'd have to build
No,
that
but I
version.
mean the Meta ones, the Ray-Ban ones, the various things, right? I mean,
We're never gonna get
things,
good control of the-
things
yeah.
exist, but these devices in particular would not be suitable
And
for,
they're
for this
designed
because
not
they're-
for this.
Yes, exactly, because they've not been designed for this.
They've been designed exactly the opposite. They don't want you recording all day. Instead of people come out and go, oh look, Meta glasses, you're recording all day. You're
Yeah.
taking my video. They were designed not like that. Right? They're designed to be completely.
Hey, morning.
Hey.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Good morning,
I
sunshine.
didn't oversleep that
We
much.
decided that the last person coming to breakfast must clean up everything every day.
Yes, totally. That's it.
That's all right.
Yeah, well.
That's all right.
Wait,
I'm
every
on the
day.
subject here.
I think
Only today,
every
only today. But we have the rule every day. I think.
Every day means today and tomorrow,
Yes.
to be precise.
And somehow on Saturday you're going to be gone before 6 a.m. That's going to be tough. You know,
Before 5 a.m.
before 5 a.m.
Before
That road's
5
now. You're going to stop for breakfast somewhere nice.
So,
So you're going to get to Dublin around about 9 a.m.
not really. I think probably 10.
It's
That's
Saturday.
when I find our flight is at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
As long as there's no problem on the motorway around Dublin, you'll be fine.
There's
Yeah.
proper
If there's a problem with that motorway, you're missing
It's a
it.
very, very
Yeah.
fair point. Isn't it the cooking butter?
But this is the risk.
Don't we have like
We do have good butter.
nice butter?
Who bought the wrong butter?
Me.
It's not actually cooking butter, that's very unfair.
I know,
It's
I
completely
know.
fine, it's just the other butter happens to be more expensive.
And this one is
Gordon,
the
you can also eat cooking butter. I mean, it's,
Yes,
It's not
absolutely.
cooking butter.
What?
That's not good.
It's cooking butter.
yeah, not raw.
Yeah, we use
And also not
in
exclusively.
Austria we use the same butter for cooking.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why would you? I mean, it's
Okay, I really need to
I
make.
mean, there's nicer butter that has it spreads
Yeah,
more
right,
nice
right,
and
right.
thin and whatever, but it's butter. I mean, it's
This butter is half the price. It's still eating butter.
You
Not
can't
the
believe
right
it's not butter?
No, it's eating butter. It's
You
fine.
can't- you
There's
can't
nothing
believe
wrong with
it's
this
not
butter.
butter.
It's a very good
It's-
butter.
it's not butter.
Or
It's not
it's
butter.
made in Galway probably. It's very nice butter. Everybody's happy with the butter. Yes. It's just.
But you are
tea.
accustomed to a higher level.
And then
right?
I make my own butter.
Yes,
But
I know.
you make your own butter
Yes.
out of cream.
Double cream and salt.
Okay. How do you have time for this?
It's actually very relaxing. Okay. It takes about 25 minutes to make butter. Normally, if I'm watching a Korean TV series.
A green TV series. A Korean TV series.
Korean cream TV series?
Like England.
What is Korean TV?
Oh.
I'm sure there is something called Korean TV. Like there was Dog TV when we were staying in Gangnam.
Oh, TV for dogs.
No, TV about dogs.
Ah, there's also TV for dogs.
I'm sure there is, yeah.
Mhm.
Dog TV?
Oh,
Yeah, to make dogs feel less anxious when they're home alone.
K9 channel?
The K9 channel, yes.
What? How did we go that direction now?
It's a bad pun.
It's about butter.
Obviously. Keep up.
All the uses for butter.
Dog butter.
Dog butter.
I wouldn't
No.
eat dog butter.
If we had the right machine, I'd make you butter for tomorrow's breakfast, but we don't.
Yeah.
And Amazon is allowed to deliver it by today.
Yeah. Next time.
Next time we'll make
We
our
are
own.
in the countryside. I'm sure you've had somebody who has a butter churner.
I have to ask at every house.
Oh,
Oh, then
did we
again,
take the
knowing this
Sambuca
place,
at the
we
end
just
of
have
this
to ask the
thing?
guy who owns the bar.
I don't know.
Oh yes, Pa Joe down the road has a
Glass.
water turn.
I have no idea.
Okay, honestly, I have to do something serious now. I need to know what people are eating for lunch tomorrow, for dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I need to know the dinner.
Steak.
Steak,
Sure.
steak,
Steak.
steak, chicken.
I think everybody
Steak.
yesterday.
No, not everybody.
See the
Steak.
menu. Would be on
I,
the-
Okay.
I doesn't want it, Björn also doesn't.
Bjorn wanted the fish, but he wanted to know what fish it was first.
And no, I wanted to know the name in Latin.
Oh yes.
That's what he said.
The genus of the
I can
fish.
probably get the name in Irish.
And the species.
Yeah, in Irish.
In Irish,
I don't know.
Okay, so well,
The transcription of this is going to be hilarious.
well, okay. So Bjorn wanted to know what type of fish. I don't know if I will be able to find that out.
So
Whatever
you know,
fish is in the freezer.
You know that
Freezer fish.
was a fish.
It's like an Arctic species.
So, very honestly, how good is the food in this kind of places? This doesn't seem like a place
Very
that we
good.
should be overthinking the food. It's
They
probably-
haven't cooked in many months. They're turning on the ovens just for us. Jennifer organised it.
And who's gonna cook it? God knows, because
And I guess
The
the
chef.
chef last night. Yeah, there's no chef.
Yeah,
The
there is
barman
one.
will cook
There
it.
is one.
Is there?
Yeah.
Who?
I think it's the husband.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's who I have to message very soon with the
Who is, I am sure, a classically trained chef.
He's definitely able to
certainly.
pour a good Guinness. So that's half the battle.
I would really prefer it if
Must be
that lady
trained
from 2 nights ago were cooking. She seems
Yeah.
capable with all sorts of.
Yes, and I think her husband cooks.
But that's not the owner of this place. The owner is somebody else.
Ah, okay.
I thought this couple is honest.
But yeah, no, that guy seems to be.
If they look alike, that does not
Anyway.
mean that.
Cannot. No, the problem is Bjorn.
It's not how that works.
It's a small village. A husband and wife can look alike. You know what I mean.
Oh wow.
Cancelled.
And yeah,
You
and
also
this,
in
and
Ireland
this
have an
is
app
how
that
you're
tells
getting
if you're
cancelled.
related.
I don't know why is wrong with this
Oh.
one. Okay, is it wrong?
It's wrong.
It's not wrong. Yes. In 20 years' time, it'll be very wrong.
You should feel bad.
When some 2-year-old right now is doing a PhD when I made a set.
When-
That's what they said 20 years ago. Oh, look what he said.
The population will have collapsed so much by that point.
This is also a cultural heritage data set.
It is.
It will be.
It's a snapshot in time of things that we can't say anymore.
That we shouldn't have said now, probably. But it's too late for that.
Come on, you're setting for that kind of joke. Why do they look alike?
Okay, but
I meant partners start looking alike. Even,
Yes, that
dogs
is-
and
that is-
owners.
Of course.
I mean, it's
What
like
else do you
with,
think
like
that
with
was?
the dog
That is-
sometimes.
Okay.
They look similar.
we
Yes.
need to
that
know
is-
whether Onlong wants a steak or not.
Should stay.
Okay.
She said it many times yesterday.
That means we have 9 steaks, 1 chicken, goujons, right? Can you not just have steak? Maybe just have steak.
Why? Okay,
No,
okay.
no,
Thank you.
no,
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 no, no.
You misunderstand how steak works. The more steak,
Okay, you know what?
there's only so many pans.
Okay, the more
They
steak,
they can paralyze the chicken.
You know, there is no
The
the more
dictation.
steak,
No
the more
dictation.
steak.
I'm gonna put a new sheet.
You know, it's really
fridge,
strange what
everybody
a
writes.
proportional relationship
Okay.
this is.
No, but I've actually got in contact him this morning.
Almost perfectly correlated.
Everybody
Yes.
passes by
Put
the
the
fridge.
sheet,
I
put
would
the
say
sheet on.
almost.
Okay, let's do it.
Almost perfect.
If you want
Yeah.
chicken goujons, it's
It's-
okay.
Okay.
Because
So I'm
Bjorn
gonna
wants a
make
certain
a-
type of fish.
Which he's not going to get because
No,
we
because-
have a different kind of fish.
Whatever is in the freezer fish.
Ah,
Okay.
The
maybe
fish is
somebody
white.
goes fishing just for.
Look, he doesn't cook this time of the year, so whatever he gets that's outside of the normal is going to be whatever is in the supermarket. So my suggestion is just have steak. Steak is always available all year round.
But also fish is good, right?
Yeah, I just feel like we had very
But
heavy
he's-
food every
Yeah,
day
no,
now.
it's
so
true.
the steaks
My
is very
concern is
heavy.
he's not going to go to get fresh fish
Okay.
from somewhere. He's just going to get the fish that's available, which is probably in super value.
But you mean the meat will be fresh.
The meat will be fresh from the butchers, right?
There's a butcher's in town. There's not a fishmonger in town.
Yes.
Okay,
On
okay.
the other hand, Ali, you already graduated, you can't do anything about it, just pick whatever you want.
Yes, I'm just giving you a recommendation for the best
Burger
fish.
is another one. You know?
Okay, steak or chicken noodle.
Okay, no,
So
we
let
need,
me start writing.
okay. Let me get the
Steak,
menu.
steak,
Let me get the menu.
Steak, steak, steak. Not steak, not steak.
Nice, that is all.
Let me get the menu.
Yeah, now we can know the third starter. What is third starter?
What?
The third starter.
Third starter.
Yeah, because there were.
How many courses does this have?
Wait a second. So we have the
First
main.
starter, the second starter,
I
then you
said-
have the soup, then you have the third starter,
No,
then you have the
on the
salad.
menu. So I said, soup of the day, chicken wings, and something else I don't remember.
BBQ something.
What?
Something BBQ, I don't know.
Barbecue. No, that is chicken barbecue wings. Barbecue chicken wings.
And then does the amuse-bouche count as a course or not? Right, this is,
Very difficult question.
yeah.
If I think Carl is gonna order like a big portion of chicken barbecue chicken wings.
Yeah, the difficult questions.
But I don't know if anyone wants to order something else.
Okay,
Okay, the menu here.
Kahal, we can actually do both. Let me bring a notebook.
okay, I've got the list here.
Wait.
For starters,
Salted.
No.
Oh, then I want the salted salted.
You have salt, you have butter, what more do you need?
Well, I want it to be done for me.
So where's the menu?
At time of churn.
okay, the menu is here. Chicken wings for starters.
Yes.
Okay.
Share, I just get a load of chicken wings.
The
Cause
third
soup-
one is crispy fried brie.
Crispy fried brie. It's like French brie.
Should we get a selection of chicken wings and brie for starters? To share.
A selection of. Oh, what different kinds of brie do you have?
We have brie. Brie.
There's, I mean,
Is it Irish
if you
brie?
go to a.
Aldi brie?
Aldi brie.
Yes. Okay, boss, let's go. Why don't you just get a load of chicken wings and some fried brie?
Sure, probably.
Share, right? We're not going to get soup of the day.
I'm fine with everything.
I'm
Just
not sure
wondering,
there's going to be soup of the day.
No. There's only going to be whatever we ask for, right?
Yeah.
Why don't
If
we
you
make
ask
it
for it
simple for
in
we just
advance.
ask for chicken wings.
Can
bring your
mix
own
chicken
cheese.
wings with goujons
let me see.
Yes.
What is
for
that?
everyone.
Soup of the
Oh,
day.
I see what you mean.
So
Let
instead
me
of
just
having
say-
chicken goujons as the main course, we order one or two for everyone. Like,
Why don't we just order chicken goujons as a starter then?
do people prefer wings or goujons?
You know what? Let's ask people because I don't know. For us, it's fine. I don't care. I could take pretty much any of these.
But the problem is,
Just
who's
in case
actually here?
somebody.
Okay, let's find out do people want.
Let's find what people want.
Okay, let's do the main course first. That's easier.
No, we do main and so let's do
Okay,
this.
everybody,
Everybody.
everybody.
I would have thought we had already enough of the data set about food, but
Steaks.
Okay, we have the options for dinner tomorrow night. Is everybody listening?
yes.
And what about starter desserts?
Don't worry about that. Let's get the main one done first.
What
Okay, do we have the? Let's just do the main course. How many people want 10-ounce strip loin steak served with sautéed mushrooms and onions, French fries, salt and pepper sauce, or garlic butter?
Wait a second.
Nobody wants steak, right?
What? Sorry, steak.
One steak.
Steak?
Name. I need a name. Floris.
If you have
Flores.
chicken goujons as starter, I'll have steak.
Steak. Tiens doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
When we're coming.
He's not coming.
Ah, he's not coming. Okay. Kahal.
Steak. Bao and Lynn said they wanted steak.
Alan said steak.
Online said steak.
Wait.
The only dissenter here is Bjorn.
Then Lynn.
Lynn.
You write L-I-E-N.
No, L-I-N-H.
Lynn.
Steak.
Lynn.
Lynn.
The other one is
steak.
female.
They want steak as well. How about Bao?
Bao!
Where's
I
Bao?
think G is not pronounced then. Yeah, that's what we said.
Steak too.
We never pronounce the ending sound.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Lin.
Okay, Bjorn said he wanted fish, but he wants to know what fish first.
Bjorn,
Bjorntosaurus?
Bjorn,
Fish or steak?
fish steak.
Fish steak.
Yeah. Fillet of fish.
Okay.
Tuna
We
steak.
have to
Huh?
How many did we have now?
We have 11 people.
then
12 people.
11.
11.
I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Ali,
here tomorrow.
A-L-L-Y.
A-L-O-I-E.
Ally. A-L-L-I-E.
I-E.
Hello.
Ally. The allies.
Yes, very good.
Yeah. Whenever I read about the wars, like the allies, like, it's just my name with
What
S.
one?
Yeah.
Fish steak. Yes.
Goujon.
I
Goujon
will
or
get
steak.
you goujons for starter.
Okay, steak. The
Klaus
most
wants steak.
important thing.
Yes, steak.
Stick easy option.
How about Werner? Steak?
Yeah, I guess so.
Werner with double V.
W, yeah. W.
Double V.
W.
Double
What do you mean with W?
W. Steak?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I'm not sure, but yes, I guess.
Let's guess.
Luca. Steak.
Luca with C. One C.
Yes.
Stefan
with V.
My nephew is Luca with K. You know.
Ah,
Look how K.
my name is Luca.
Look.
I live on the second floor.
I live upstairs from you.
What? You
Yes, I
remember
think
him
you've seen me before.
Oh my god.
If
He
you
was a-
hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fright, just don't ask me what it was. Just
Yes.
don't ask me what it was.
We need Luca to
Just
dance with
don't
the eyebrows
ask me.
on this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think it's because I'm clumsy.
So what did Luca says? Luca!
Walked into the door again.
Steak, I think.
Luca!
I think he's probably up his
Upstairs.
Okay, we have to check. Okay, further?
No, Luca wants a steak.
No, let's check it.
Werner wants a steak.
We don't know.
Bjorntosaurus wants
Yes,
a
so-
steak.
Want
or fish.
fish or steak?
So,
Did we have Florian? Florian wanted scampi.
You watch out. I'm gonna eat your steak.
Florian,
Steak.
steak.
How many people have we got there? 11. Right. Now for dessert.
No, wait a second. No.
I don't know what to say.
Steak.
How many M's?
O-N-A-N-O-N-G.
On.
Oh.
On.
Uh-huh.
On and on.
Nah, no.
On and on. On.
on,
On.
on
No.
and
You're
on and on
confusing
and
me,
on.
man.
Right.
On and
I don't
on.
know.
On and on, yeah.
No, why don't you say just on and on, normal, without double N's?
On and on.
Yes, very good. Steak.
Steak.
So these we never have. You know what's the problem with me? Our letter is completely phonetic, especially Serbian Cyrillic is completely phonetic.
Yeah.
Every letter is one sound always in any situation. There is no changing. There are no double sounds. There is nothing. So the way you kind of write it, that's the way how you're gonna read it and pronounce it. You know? So technically, you can really fake knowing to read once you learn alphabet.
It's the same in Vietnam as well. It's
But there are
supposed to
no
be.
rules
Also-
because you told me you don't pronounce the last letter. For
No,
us,
but-
Yeah,
we
but
never
it's
pronounce
consistent.
it.
But it's consistent.
It's never ever pronounce the ending sound.
Yeah, it's consistent.
Okay.
So when you know how to read, you know how to say it.
It's like her name, her Vietnamese name is Yuen, not Yuen. No. Yuen.
Yeah, it's just consistent throughout everywhere in
Yuan?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it used to be very phonetical, consistent.
Yes.
But now,
Oh,
like,
wow.
it changed so
Yeah.
much. So we have
Nguyen.
different
Nguyen.
pronunciation
Yes.
that we're even not aware of in different regions as well. So we
Nagoya.
think that we're saying the same thing, but we're not.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay, we gotta keep on focus target.
It's probably the same in your
But
language.
still, but we in Serbian, it's always we, never F.
Can be F.
Okay.
There are more
Susie.
Fs. Oh no. I mean no. I mean if you ask about my name, so
Yeah.
there are more Stefans than Stevans. Is that?
Ah,
Oh no,
okay.
but we is just we.
But we is always pronounced as we.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Always in every situation.
Okay.
Like in Latin, because we use two alphabets. In
We're
Latin,
talking about languages.
then two characters.
Yes,
are-
why don't we
think
get
I hold money
the,
to
why don't we
finish
get the
this
food
thing.
order if we don't get food tomorrow?
Okay.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay, desserts.
No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
we need 10.
No,
No,
I'm not coming.
Is somebody else coming also?
no, that's it. There's no plus ones allowed.
Okay, so is this just...
Yes, that's it.
Where do we even get +1 here?
So what about starters?
I haven't even thought about that. Starter we're getting a plate of chicken goujons.
Yes.
Chicken goujons was starter.
Yeah, we can do it as starter.
Let me
Instead of
see.
chicken
What is
wings.
that?
No,
We will have lasagna.
please don't
We
shoot
will
us the
have
tasty
smoked
selection
salmon.
of breeze
Oh.
for starters.
Then we will
I'm
have
trying to keep it
starters
simple
and
for the
we will
kitchen.
take, so.
Ideally, we just have everybody having exactly the same food.
Haha. We will start with the lasagna. And then we continue with the smoked salmon.
Yes.
And then we go for the first starter.
Yeah.
So no.
No.
This is too
What are you
much.
ordering? Is it here?
Here, just here. This is going to be chicken goujons.
Ah.
Because think about the poor man hasn't cooked food in months. He's now having to cook food, start up the kitchen for the first time, cook food for us. He doesn't want us to have 5 different types of starter, right? This isn't a restaurant.
You're just assuming.
He's actually been very nice to even open the food for us in the first place.
Okay, good one.
Chicken goujon. Easier to use.
Chicken goujons. Now, dessert.
No bones.
We have 3 choices. Let's try to minimize the choices for a minute.
Just ice
Only
cream.
one.
Do we have ice creams?
Apple pie.
Apple pie.
And
No,
glasses.
strawberries and cream. It's not strawberry season, right? It's really summertime. So,
It is frozen strawberry.
Still apple pie for everyone.
apple pie
One
or
apple
ice
pie,
cream?
2.
I want apple pie.
I want ice cream.
Okay. No, you can put ice cream on top of apple pie.
Yeah, you can do that.
Why do we do apple pie with ice cream?
Yeah.
I
Well,
did it
let's
too
go.
much.
Starter,
No,
basically.
we just do ice cream then. Then we
Maybe,
just have to
maybe,
cook an apple
maybe
pie.
you go for the apple pie and I skip the dessert. I don't want anyway. It's too
Maybe it's
much.
too much, yeah.
Yeah.
So one apple
Probably.
pie.
After an Irish breakfast tomorrow, followed by big
Lasagna.
lasagna, followed by smoked
Yeah.
salmon,
Yeah.
followed by chicken goujons on a
Yeah.
large steak,
Probably.
followed by apple pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too much probably.
Whole
But,
day of eating.
but maybe we don't need starter even. So basically, we either take
That's why I
starter.
just get a plate of chicken goujons. We can share
Only one. Okay.
one plate.
Okay.
Or maybe ask him to make 11 pieces of goujons.
11 goujons.
So what we can do also is skip the starter and do the dessert. Like,
We can just skip the starter if you want, yeah.
Yeah.
Or else we
It
just
would-
all have
it would
some
be
soup.
good.
I think we skip starter and we do just dessert and that's it.
Okay.
It's better, yeah.
Because we are gonna have some salmon in plain.
Apparently so.
Well then that's starter basically. Smoked salmon.
Starter at 5.
But the starter's at like 4 o'clock and dinner's
Yeah,
going to get
4 o'clock.
7:30.
But yeah, it's like.
That's
let
nearly
me
a full
know.
gap, right? That's a proper gap between
I'm
meals.
not coming, I have set up.
We just have an extra meal tomorrow, that's all.
Okay.
We have a meal between lunch and dinner.
I am. You sound like hobbits now, you know.
Second lunch tomorrow is
A
at
curly
3:30.
hobbit. You know when they argue. And what about supper? And what about
Second
high tea?
breakfast.
What about second breakfast? What about
We should have had this
pre-dinner?
discussion.
What about
Pre-dinner.
post-dinner?
Post dinner.
Okay, so what we're going to do for dessert? Okay, let's keep on focus. Ice creams or apple pies? We can just do ice creams, that's easier. Right?
Ice cream is easy
Ice creams for everybody.
and easy to skip also.
Yes. Well, somebody else will always eat the ice cream, right?
Yeah,
If you don't want
I
it.
think so.
Depends how good those apple pies are. Do you think
They're homemade. Oh, they're going to be super.
But then we do apple pie. And, what the hell? Ice cream
Yeah.
we can do anywhere.
Okay, apple pie it is. It's changed. 11 apple pies.
Need 11.
Klaus
No,
needs
no,
some-
it's
How
okay.
about ask him? We asked him to make one big apple pie for everyone, but that's it.
I'm sure that's what he's going to do. Cut it into 12.
But
Cut it into 11.
maybe we tell him he doesn't have to
The
be.
complexity.
Carl,
It's a
maybe we tell
challenge.
him it doesn't have to be these huge pieces. Sometimes this apple pie is pretty much meal type of
You
thing.
should just make one apple pie and just cut it in 12, right? That's what he's
Yeah,
going to
that's
do.
it.
Okay.
So if we sell ice cream, he doesn't have to make anything.
It's okay. No, absolutely. I go for apple pie.
No, but then anyway.
Okay, anyway, Brendan wants me to send him a message that says what we want this morning. So, right now, we still have 2 people who haven't yet made a decision.
So we kind of say here.
Luca definitely said steak. And Werner's a steak man, right?
I think so.
Starter? No.